Welcome back for another yummy update. We are following up from the macro news. The US Fed, Jay Powell, has said quantitative tightening is ending next month. Pretty much QT stops. I guess the market has interpreted that as bullish. Remember, the monthly candle of Bitcoin is now green. You can actually feel it in the air. You're looking at the candle, friends. I watched the color switch throughout the month, green and red, and you can never predict it. It summarizes what's going on. That's what all my videos and content I pretty much told you. I'm like, oh, we're feeling bad and it's red. And now it's, oh, we're feeling good. Actually, it's gone green again. It's really weird how this thing works out. We're really in sync with the price chart and everything going on here. However, there's no real friendship until Ethereum stops scamming us. Ethereum's still around $2,000, which is shocking. It's down 50%, a whopping 50% from a year ago. Man, I did not expect that, man. I did not expect it would be March 2025. And Ethereum, where, yeah, Richard did buy this top, friends. He did buy this top. It's been so long. It's down 50% since he bought that top. It's not the top, I guess. I hope. I don't know, friends. I don't know. We've got to make a lot of, like, innuendos and stuff out here. But because Ethereum is down 50%, a lot of the other altcoins are down 60 to 90%. On big spear chains, and then the sub altcoins, meme coins on them are down like 85 to 98%. That's just it, right? You take that risk of the core coins moving down, so of crypto moving down in that period of time. That's the risk we take, right? This is the total crypto market cap. It's still consolidating around here, 2.7 trillion. A lot of people have their fractals and stuff. What's going on here? Honestly, I feel like everybody's over it. We just don't give a shit anymore. We're like beaten down. We didn't expect this. 4 red monthly candles on others BTC after waiting forever. And this was a terrible crypto cycle as well. Some people say it was great. Yeah, if you're in the top 10% of the coins. But those people, it's funny. A lot of the people, like, for example, Hexicans and stuff, they said, oh, 2020 was great. Yeah, but you're not thinking about that now, are you? Because now there's a new breed of new coins. Imagine they actually told you, a lot of people, friends, they get upset as well when they hear that, oh, cycle's over. They get really, really, really upset because they don't want to admit that they got bamboozled, that they got fooled. They're like, oh, you didn't pick the top 1% of coins. Now, obviously, I don't think the cycle's over, but it's interesting, right? Nobody wants to hear that it's over. They think, oh, no, I didn't get scammed. It's not started yet. But this is something you just got to go through, right? As an investor, you don't have the full answers. Everybody seeks certainty. Man, markets are smart, friends. The more certainty you get, okay, the higher the price is. That's it. You don't want certainty. You want it, but you don't want it. You want it naturally, your human instinct. You don't want certainty. You don't. Okay, the more uncertain there is, there's more volatility, there's more upside. It means the thing's cheap. That's exactly what you want. Ethereum is still green on the monthly super trend. Man, this is so close, friends. Look how close we came to this. This was monthly super trend. Ethereum almost flipped red. Oh my, look how close it came. Wow, you came within literally $1 if you close $1 there. Actually, that you have to close the month there. So we're glad we did a bit of a bounce back. But we don't know these days, it's Ethereum. PulseChain and a lot of other core coins are still absolutely abysmal. Man, it just sucks, bro. We're down from March. We're down 85% on PLS. Man, it's because Richard Hart did a supposed anti-pDAI tweet. Yeah. Some people say, is he shaking out weak hands? A lot of people saying, oh no, there's narratives and stuff out here. But okay, he's only ever said nice things about PulseChain PLS, and it's gone down 85%. That sucks. And I actually made a tweet here just to commemorate such a fantastic, friendly idea as well, right? So yeah, I wonder, man. We're down 85%. He's only said good things. Do we reverse it? It's the part of the cycle, friends. That's why I like having fun here. You want higher prices? Wait for Ethereum to go up. It'll happen at the same time. Also, friendly reminder, Richard Hart is not the founder of pDAI, and he is not a secret supporter of pDAI. I guess today, this is still the chart though. That's interesting. That is very, very interesting. That's the pDAI chart. Exactly from the bottom to the top, 55555 x to $1. Everybody is just checking out. So much uncertainty when it comes to these things. I'm seeing there's a lot of people arguing. People, a lot of the PulseChain community went onto there was a Twitter Spaces. I think friends, I didn't even respond to this. Everyone's wasting their time. Everyone's trying to. People say, "Oh, sorry, they're calling you out." I literally don't waste my time, man. It's literally there's two sides of the room. Okay, there's two sides of the room. It's a cat fight. Okay, these girls, those girls. Yeah, that's all it is. Okay, the people who hate pDAI, it doesn't matter what happens in the next 3 hours that comes out of the other guys' mouths. They're not buying pDAI. They're just not doing it. They're not doing it. It is what it is, okay? And then the people in the pDAI camp, it doesn't matter what they say. They go, oh, you guys are stupid. There's no evidence. Blah, 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 blah. They're not selling. They're not selling. But this is it's a fantastic price chart, actually. It's kind of strange, this price chart that's been happening over the years, right? Despite all that. And like, even more weirdly fascinating, friends, this is the pDAI to Pulse ratio, man. This is the volatile month. This is weekly candles. Yeah, let's put on a monthly. Something to think about, right? We had 3 red candles back almost 2 years ago. We've had 2 there. Now we're on 2. Does that mean it goes green next one? Like, I don't know what it means, the counting candle colors, but it's interesting, man. Friends, Ethereum, 4 red monthly candles in a row. PulseChain, 5, 6. Infinite red monthly candles in a row. This one, man, it shakes them off. It shakes them off. Something to think about. Of course, none of this is financial advice. I think I like 90% core, 10% lottery. I like the concepts out here. I'll just tell you the facts. You decide what you do. Now, even despite all these fans, man, everything's cheap in crypto. Everything. PulseChain ecosystem is still especially cheap. Thank you to Mr. Kevy for these pictures, sir. PulseChain, man, is only 500 million market cap, which is tiny. And if we go back to the prices here, look at this. So less than 500 million, man. It's a 40x to Cardanzo. It just keeps dropping. This is PulseX, friends. We have bought and burned 6.64% of the total supply. So it's actually purely deflationary. Richard made like a tweet a day or two ago. He was like basically teasing crypto.com because they burned 70 billion tokens and then they went and they had admin keys. They just went and minted them anyway. So the whole burning was useless. So it's not really deflationary. But I'm just telling you now, friends, you all see this, by the way. So I'm reporting it to you. Or this is all I see appearing. Whenever Richard does a tweet and he says anything mildly critical about anyone or anything, people go hard. They go, look at our price chart. Our thing's down 85%. This is hypocritical. Bang, bang, bang. Is a bottom signal time to buy? I don't want to entertain the thought of that. Things been going down for 4 or 5 years, bro. I don't know. You decide. And like, I found this interesting as well. This is during the SEC. Man, can we get the core coins to do this, friends? pDAI's up 167x since the SEC attack on Richard Hart. The core coins are down 70% since the SEC attack. pDAI, unbacked. Infinite minting, hated everywhere. They said it's going to 0. They said Richard's fudded it. Everything, every disadvantage, it's up 167x since the SEC attack. This coin, shared by Richard, tweeted by Richard, mentioned by Ivan on Tech, defeated the SEC, loved by Richard, says decentralization by Richard, the best chain by Richard, the best community, talked up by Richard, down 70% since the SEC. So it's just, sorry, friends, like, man, it cycles are weird, friends. Just markets, they just don't work how people think they work. Yeah, the words that come out of people's mouths, they don't necessarily get the reaction that you think. They're not necessarily representative of the fundamentals. The words out of someone's mouth, okay, even though they seem important all the time, they do, you know, Jay Powell and Fed interest rates moving, but the wider market, if the words are opposite to what the wider market thinks based off belief, it'll price in what it thinks. Yeah, so like Richard friends can come out and say, I don't like pDAI. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not the founder. I'm not the founder of pDAI. He could say that 50,000 times, and it'd probably be a FUD dump. But then people go like, wait a minute. How is this guy able to mint 12 billion coins? How is this guy able to do this? How is this guy able to add himself in the PulseChain AMM maker bot, the fixer bot? How are they able to whitelist these addresses that's linked to those? How did this wallet get access to these coins? Well, you can only get them by having an enormous amount of sacrifice points, which exactly adds up to the origin address sacrifice points when it moved in money back and forth and just got itself the points without sacrificing anything. He just basically moved it back and forth and just gave himself points. How'd that happen? See, the market eventually goes like, wait a minute, something you're saying doesn't add up. It's just like, the US Fed, if the market wants to come down, it doesn't matter what the US Fed says, And if the market wants to go up, it doesn't matter what they say. It does what it wants to do. So that's what I've said. We've seen that, by the way. It seems like with currencies, you can come out and you say, hey, we're going to defend the peg no matter what. We've seen those things happen. So, but it's tough, man. It's tough because you don't have full answers. You're navigating this. Also, I found this really strange, man. What are the chances that Maria comes out to FUD pDAI in the same 36-hour period that Richard did? Freaking weird, man. Freaking weird, friend. And blood moon time. In the week of the blood moon. Around here. What the freaking chances? Maria says sell pDAI and Richard does that. It's just like, oh, maybe, okay, this time is right. It's just, man, it's what a wild, entertaining casino we're in. People have mixed opinions. I want to show you, right? Interesting first from Jesus. Either Richard Hart's shaking out weak hands or he allowed his blockchain to be vampire attacked. There is no in between. There's a lot of people saying, no, it's not vampire attacked. He's ignoring him. Dude, this thing is colossal on his chain. Literally colossal. It's huge. Just, I guess, to believe the cycle, it's like it's sucking away liquidity. It's going up against Pulse, man. Do you understand what that means? It's literally rising up against Pulse. Doesn't matter what he tweets against it. So far. Could be infinite minting. I guess we'll see with the things. Friends, look what happened to the DAI founder. He's dead. Nikolai. He tweeted this. The Coconut Intelligence Agency in Mossad and the, I can't say this word, pDAI elite are running some kind of, can't say this word, right? Naughty business, trafficking, entrapment, blackmail ring out of Puerto Rico and Caribbean. They are going to frame me with a laptop planted by my ex-girlfriend who was a spy. They will torture me to death. And then he was found, they said, he died by natural causes, no foul play. I think they literally found him, he drowned in a beach and the water was like up to his ankles or something. They're like, oh, damn, man, why didn't you tell us you couldn't swim? Ankle, it's, you know what I mean? Here he is. Rest in peace, brother. He's co-founder of DAI. You think that's a coincidence, man? By the way, it's a conspiracy, right? We're literally nutcases. Do you honestly think the guy who founded the world's first decentralized stablecoin, and it is the world's first, do you think it's a coincidence he wound up dead and made that tweet right before he died? And now we all know all these traffic rings, they're real, friends. Public US governments they've come out over time. They've leaked. They go, oh yeah, we know, Israel, Mossad, working the Coconut Intelligence Agency. They're doing stuff to entrap politicians. That's what, by the way, a lot of US politicians, you ever wonder why, how come they seem to be serving maybe Israel more? How come they control more? It's because they got honeypotted. That's why. They got honeypotted. They're recorded. Friends, they just send women to your room. Do you know that? Do you know that? You know that now. They literally just send women to your room and the woman's taped. Okay? They do the business. That's it. She's just a pro, professional pro, right? Lady of the night. There you go. Here's a couple of grand. Sweet. We got the tape. There you go. This guy's our worker bee for life. Doesn't want to lose his family, right? Doesn't want to, lose his reputation. Okay, there you go. He's got kids. Okay, sweet. You work for us now. You're going to do whatever we do. You're going to accept this money. See? But then you can think, oh, maybe that goes too far. I don't know, bro. Friends, can we look at the scrutiny, bro? Okay, Satoshi had to disappear. But you got Vitalik here, friends, the amount of scrutiny, CZ went to jail, Soy Bankman-Fried, man, Justin, it's just every top founder coin, there's controversy, man. They're trying to put everybody in jail. It's a very common theme. You and I, you didn't have to worry about that. You got maybe anywhere from you got below $1 million. Most people have, all of us have below $1 million. So You making a couple of mil, you're like, wow, my life's changed. Yeah, but then you're dealing with people, they got that couple of $1 million like 20 years ago. Now they're in the 200 million to the 10 billion mark. So they didn't care about an extra like 3 million. That literally doesn't move the needle for them. Now it's more about power, safety, leading tech innovations up. What's next? That's a different game, right? It's a game that you and I don't play, but it is a game and it exists. Also, man, check this out, friends. The Maria FUD tweet sent pDAI down 79% when Maria comes out and he reveals me. I am the pDAI dev. I founded pDAI. Me. You know what I mean? So obviously tongue-in-cheek, friends. A lot of people knew. They did not found the coin. I didn't make PulseChain. You know what? If I got to explain that to you, you're not going to make it. I'm not going to bother. But interesting, Richard's anti-pDAI tweet was less size than the Maria FUD tweet. So 79% versus 43%. Shake, 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 shake. I don't know, man. Could go to zero, though. Could go to zero. Mr. Davy James, something interesting. Maria sold most of his. That wasn't FUD. No, sir. He actually still has, just for clarification, he has a lot of pDAI access still. It's still bonded. He has a lot of his coins to access a Tropa, which rotates into pDAI out of the liquidity pool. He still has pDAI because it's bonded. A Tropa and pDAI are bonded, friends. He bonded. He bought 3 billion pDAI. I guess he figured out what Richard's doing, but some people say he was working with Richard. That's why it's weird, man. Like, okay, they're not working with Richard, but he's come out in the same 36-hour period and you just like, you like shake everyone out. Is it shaking everyone out? It's just, look at the chart. I don't know, just look at the chart. But yes, he still does have access to that. Also, he said he'd buy back in with the amount he sold under some conditions. I guess we'll see how that floppy willy auction plays out. Earlier from news in the day as well, friends. This is from before. So Tether, friends. Tether minted 1 billion USDT. It's interesting. It happens around the same time that you see a boosting of macro and stuff out here. So everything's still going to plan, I guess. We haven't started anything yet. It's still garbage every single day. I still have the energy to go up. A lot of you are concerned. Look, friends, look, I know you're not here every day, but look, I don't want to hear you use the word L, the loss word. I don't want you to say I lost. I don't like that word. It's volatility, man. You're down. I don't know. You're like, oh, what's the difference? Okay, lost means it can't come back. Lost is like you lost your shoe. You lost one of your fluffy slipper shoes. It's gone now in a boating accident. It's lost at the bottom of the sea. Okay? That's lost. Down means, oh, I'm hungry right now. Right? I'm hungry. I'm not feeling that good. I'm hungry. Yeah, but that's what it is. When you're down, you're hungry. You can eventually get food again and you're full. Then you get hungry again. It's a cycle every day. Now, I know most people, look, I'm here just to tell you, friends, okay? You want to make it in this game, there's no losing, brother. There's no losing. You're in a continuum of time. You can look at the scoreboard every day, ain't going to change it. All right? And by the way, you look at every single cycle, looking at the scoreboard before the final 60 days is the biggest waste of time ever. It literally told you nothing for the first 3.5 years. Nothing. Hex did its final 50x in the last 12 months, by the way, of the cycle. Yeah. It did its final 10x burst in the last like 3 or 4 months. See what I mean? Now, Tether's market cap is minting up. Hopefully, Bitcoin stops being racist as well. Get some white friends and it starts going up as well. Global liquidity going up. Tether's market's picking up. So, we haven't started that phase. When's that phase start? I don't know, man. I thought it would have started by now. Everyone's guessing. But I know when that phase is kind of getting really hot and ending, and that's when you see 5 green monthly candles in a row. We only had 1 in 2024. We never had more than 1. We never even had 2 green monthly candles last year for others BTC. I also found this interesting, friends. So Sir Ivan, let's actually play this clip, friends. So Ivan talking about pDAI. See, friends, I'm just telling you, man, like this is groundwork, friends. Ivan saw everything on the chain. Everything. All the coins. pDAI stuck in his head, bro. pDAI stuck in his head. Still stuck in his head. He always reads it out. It's always commented there. Let's listen.
Interesting thing to end at. So the Pulse community, guys, they are imploding. Like, I don't know what the hell is happening here. You go to KTP Crypto, she's kind of one of the big influencers. She's saying that Atropa Dev rugging in real. So Atropa Dev was kind of, they had this idea that pDAI, which is their fourth version of DAI on Pulse, it's not, it's just a copy of DAI. It's not real DAI. It's like their fourth version. They thought it's gonna go to $1 because there is this Atropa project and it's like gonna be used. I don't even know. Like it's all fugazi. It's all made up. And apparently now this dev is selling everything and yeah. Saying I don't know anything about Maker. These Pulse guys, they thought that pDAI and the Maker contracts, because DAI on ETH, it's a stable coin from the Maker smart contracts, and the Maker smart contracts ensure that DAI stays at $1 always because there is ETH reserves and like stablecoin reserves in the Maker contract. It is a system which is a bit complex. Like you need to know how it works in order to replicate it. So Pulse guys thought that this Atropa is gonna replicate Maker. They're gonna like restart the Maker contract on Pulse so that pDAI goes back to $1. Anyway.
So friends, that's why we do deeper diving. So he's conflating. He's put Atropa Dev with the conspiracy stuff out here, which I get to find. By the way, if he just bought, he would have made 270% in a few hours. So all those videos and stuff you see, it was literally as everything's capitulating. So yeah, man, I know it's a tough game, but like it's interesting. Friends, look at cognitive bias though. You want to talk about bias? Everyone's biased, yeah. Everyone's biased. I try to be as unbiased as possible. So I listen to both sides of pDAI. I'm like, shit, man. Okay, you know what the pDAI fudders can't do? You can't draw a downwards chart from here, can you though? Show me how that's making lower highs objectively. Friends, I just want to ask, since SEC, did this thing go up? Where's SEC 31st August? Here you go. Is this thing up 150x? Or is it down 99%? It's up 158. Okay, so thank you. All right, so I'm curious. How come the coin that Richard Hart didn't found, pDAI, once again, Richard Hart did not found, he's not the founder or foundee of pDAI. How come that's up 167x? Richard's never said anything nice about it, but the stuff he has said nice things about, they're down 70% after 4 years plus. Hex is down 99% against BTC since 2021, by the way. So like, I'm curious. I'm just like, whoa, I guess there's a mismatch. Let me go investigate. But this is what being an investor is, by the way. You never get the full story because the story represents the price. Okay, the story, what's the story? It's going to be 50-50. It's uncertainty. Mr. Coexistent Steven is providing all the information. We love you, Stevie. Trying to dissect everything. He has a very, very good approach to these. You're either on board or you're not. That's exactly what I say. Okay, you're either on board or you're not. It's 50-50. But think about, so Ivan, we love Ivan. He goes to Katie's posts on the bottom of the Atropa of Maria saying that I was the devil all along, right? It's just interesting how it's where's the I'm just curious, Ivan, bro. You're in markets. Are you not curious why this thing's gone up? Why don't you seek a narrative where you're like, wait, this thing's still live? Why is that? It would be like Ivan has said he's all in on Soylana. He's mentioned that, he's used that expression, he's literally all in. Here's the thing, Ivan, wouldn't you advise, in a very family-friendly way, wouldn't you advise someone new to crypto to not look at the Ethereum maxis on Fartcaster who are FUDing Soylana, saying all the transactions are fake, it's going to go to zero, it's all a Ponzi? Wouldn't you advise them to be like, hey, open your mind, go and look at the Sol ETH ratio? Let's actually do that for baby doll Ivan and everyone else out here. Aren't you curious why the guys who said Soylana was a scam, this thing went up against a thing they said wasn't a scam? Aren't you curious? Now, don't worry about what it's doing right now. I'm just telling you, historically, that's what it's done. But that's why I'm telling you the same thing, man. So if you catch yourself acting like that, you have opportunities sometimes. Is there opportunities to go and do more research? Maybe you've looked at the price everyone's talking about and you don't disagree with the market, Personally, friends, I trust Grok. I do. I trust AI. It's computed everything, man. It's give a 60% chance Richard Hart is operating something to do with pDAI. Grok. Could be zero. It could not be true. But it's odds, bro. It's odds. You know how odds work? That's odds. 60% chance. Okay, so in my mind, there's a 60% chance it ain't a Tropa dev, as even Ivan's looking at, is like, whoa, there's actually the big dog in here. Some sort of involvement there. Maybe. That's why it was funny, right? Instead, Ivan, right, going through KDP's Pico bottom FUD posts, right, he incorrectly labels it's a Richard Hart pDAI area, not Maria Dev. But it doesn't really matter what the labels are. It's just there's no you're never going to get this full on nice story, because I know what you want. You want the safety of Bitcoin, but you want the upsides of like Hex 2020. You're not getting it, man. You're not getting it. Yeah, you're literally not getting it. Friends, I watched BitBoy FUD Shiba Inu every single day it went up in February of 2021. You want that? Oh, you want that, friends? I'll show you that now. I'll show it to you. I remember it right here. Every day. You all watching it. I don't know if you were, friends. This is the 3-day chart. Let's go back. Shiba Inu did 1 million X in 12 months. 1 million X, okay? Here it is. Where's February? There you go. I watched as this was going up, I watched BitBoy say it's 100% an insider scam. It's a 9% inside. And then went down. He didn't talk about it. Then it started going up. Scam. He started saying that, man. This is literally a millionaire. Can you believe that? Like, I was watching it. And it's not nothing to do with BitBoy. It's just people in the audience were asking him, what do you think about that coin? He's like, oh, that's 100% a scam. It's an insider thing. Bang, 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 bang. Interesting how they work, right? It's interesting how it works. So, bull market. Look, as far as I'm concerned, I know it's tough, man. Every narrative you see about stuff where the price is down is fugazi right now. On average. Yeah, there's going to be things that die. Whatever. Out of like 20 coins, okay, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 die. Whatever. The other 16 are still around. So they're all fugazi. So they're cheap. Which means all you need to do is wait for Ethereum to stop being racist and transphobic and to get back to 4,000 and then try to go to $8,000 plus. And hopefully we get the friendship out here. So it doesn't matter what coin you're in. It doesn't matter what coins or coin selections. Maybe you're in no coins. Maybe you're just in Bitcoin. Whatever. That's the game as I see it. You're my friend. Like, subscribe. Catch you soon.